I still need to pay out some medical bills, but I've added to the medical fund from a couple other funds that I really decided I didn't need. So here comes a confession. Hi guys, Ashley from ashcashbudget here. If you're new to this channel, I am currently following the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I am on baby step number 2, paying off about $42,000 in debt. Here we go over my budgets, my debt snowball, some vlogs sometimes, things like that. So if you want to continue to follow me on my journey, click the little subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you know when I post something new. Today is my February 2019 budget report. I definitely got more than I was expecting. My first paycheck was $1,510.19. My second one was $1,130.06. This is the half of the bills that my boyfriend has. He paid $514.44 this month. And then my side hustles actually wasn't too bad considering I was busy for a few weeks there. So I had $148.27. That was $5 from a survey that came to me in the mail, $26.63 from Instacart. I dog sat, so I got $40 from that. $23.15 from Instacart back pay, and $53.49 from Instacart. So this back pay, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but Instacart has been changing how much they're paying people. So they made one change, and a lot of people kind of backlash. There was some boycotting and some strikes and stuff like that. So they changed their pay structure again, which people are still not quite happy about, versus the old way, like back in, I think, November. It was about the time that I started. I maybe was part of that old system for a week before it changed, so I don't really have much of a comparison. But when they updated the pay structure this second time, they back paid for things that did not meet their requirement now. So I did get a back pay of $23.15. And then I only really did Instacart for 2 weeks. I had this $26.63 and this $53.49 here. Savings, I didn't put into car maintenance last month, I think, so I had to add to it. I needed to start adding to it. I know I'm going to need to get an oil change kind of soon, and I want to start saving up for an alignment. So I put $50 into that, which brought me up to $101 in that account, $101.97. Medical, I did add $30.01. There was just 1 penny left in my budget. The biggest thing was I haven't had it showing here in my savings categories, not because I was trying to keep it. I know I've talked about it before. I've had it in my 1-year debt snowball update. And that was these 2 accounts that I've had. I saved these amounts pretty much right off the bat, which is why I never had this in the savings, because I never needed to add to it or take from it. And that was Amazon Prime and Xbox Live. So with the interest that was gained over like the last year at least, I had $101.45 inside of the Amazon Prime sinking fund, and $65.98 in the Xbox Live sinking fund. Now this was something that this stuff has been sitting there because just in case, you know, I needed to go ahead and get Amazon Prime again, and I wanted to get Xbox Live, but really I have not been gaming lately because I just haven't had much time to game, and it's kind of low on priority. I'm not spending money on games. So it just kind of sat there. I haven't had Xbox Live in about at least a year. Plus, my internet was poopy at the time, so it was kind of difficult to play online games anyways. Now my internet's great, but I'm already used to not having Xbox Live right now. I don't have the time. Maybe when I'm debt-free I can, and I can cash flow a year's subscription. Same thing with Amazon Prime. I really don't need it right now. I just really needed to analyze myself. I don't need these things. But what I do need is I'm starting to get the medical bills. I'm kind of waiting for a couple more to come in from one provider so that I can go and see if I can do it all at once, because there's a few things that are coming from the same place. I also need to call and check in on that original lab that I showed you guys a while ago that was $1,500, was sent back to insurance, and I have not seen anything come back yet. So I got to see what's going on with that. But the point of the matter is, I know these medical bills are coming in. I'm seeing them come in. I do need to go get them settled before anything gets sent away, because I want to get the medical stuff finished out. I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to be, but as I've told you before, if I do have a significant amount left over after I pay all these bills, I'll put it towards debt. But for now, it's kind of a priority. So I took those two sinking funds and I added them into medical. So I just made them an income on the transaction lines for the medical sinking fund. So that got added in to give me a balance of $972.04. That's my finishing balance for March. I think I did my endoscopy before I spoke to you for my budget plan. So I had a $45 copay to the GI doctor, then the $78 copay for the endoscopy, $45 to see them again, $91 for an MRI for my liver. So I did that. That was a copay to that place. So that should be completely done. Dentist, I had to go into the dentist for a cleaning, so that was $38. Go to see the GI doctor again, $45. And then I added from those two sinking funds. I was put onto an antibiotic regimen with 2 different antibiotics and an antacid and some probiotics. So I paid for the probiotics and the first antibiotic and the antacid with my medical envelope. And I had to wait for the next because they had to figure out which one I could have, because I'm allergic to a couple different kinds. And the first kind that was set in was one of the types I'm allergic to. So they put in for a different one. So that was $6, and I didn't have quite, I had just under $6. If you watch my cash envelope stuffing video, I had just under $6 left in that envelope. So I went ahead and paid for that last antibiotic with the medical sinking fund. And that kind of wraps up February. I need to try to see in March if I can start paying those bills. Registration sits at $60.35. I'm going to cash flow the rest next month. I need to get my registration updated for my car next month. Phone, now it's at $58.17. It's going to be different in March, but I did a down deposit. My charging port is completely messed up. For the labor, it was $25 non-refundable. So I put that down while they ordered the part. And then I paid $16.25 for a universal charger so that I could charge the battery by itself. I did end up needing to do that because it was not charging at all by the cord. Brought my phone balance down to $58.17. I was just under $100 at the beginning of the month. Gifts, I went ahead and added $30 to it, but my boyfriend's Valentine's gift, I did get him a new flip phone. Yes, he uses a flip phone. So that was $32.37. We celebrate Valentine's Day and our anniversary together because it's right around the same time. And then we had a little stay-at-home date where I rented Bohemian Rhapsody, which was really good, for $1.90 from Redbox. I'm actually down to $15.68. And shows has been sitting there at $68.35. Now, shows is still a weakness for me, so yes, I'm leaving that there because I do like to get merchandise from some shows, and it is a weakness, but this is one of the first things I cut out as far as adding anything to it, and I haven't added anything to it for a long time. So I will let that sit there for when I might use it. Housing, so this is what me and my boyfriend split. Rent, as usual, $850. City was $93.67. Electric, $39.32. The CenturyLink bill finally is off of here, and then I have internet for $45.89. So that comes out to $1,028.88. Then I split that between us, split it down in half, which is the number I have up above. And then I essentially pay him back $150. I just take it off of what he owes, but this is so I can keep track of what I am paying for health insurance. So down here in regular bills is what I am responsible for. That health insurance for $150, car insurance for $100, and my phone $86.15. In miscellaneous, I renewed my driver's license. So that was $19.55. I got the 4-year, and I swear they try to troll you when they take your picture because it looks horrible. I tried to look the best I could, and I tried to smile, and I think she caught me right before I smiled. She never asked me to retake it. She never let me see it. I feel like they do it on purpose. It's horrible. Down here in cash envelopes, I did add a little bit for the first paycheck, but then cut it out again for the second. So it's still not that big. Gas was $100 per paycheck, $200 for the month. Medical was $49.10. That's because I ended up paying for my prescriptions out of my checking account at the same time that I needed to pull money out for my cash envelope stuffing. That came out to $24.10 for my prescriptions. So I just called it that. Usually I do $25 minimum to go into my cash envelopes. So it was $24.10, and I just, made it $49.10. So the $24.10 plus $25, that's how much went into the medical envelopes this month. Cats was always $20 per paycheck, $40 for the month. Personal, usually a minimum of $50 up to $100 per paycheck, $100 for the month. Hair, I cut this one out a lot. I cut it out for the second one, but I did put $20 in for the first paycheck. Nothing for clothing. I did put $20 in to my wallet from the first paycheck, and the $20 for hair and wallet, that's a typical amount if I do fund it. Groceries and household, I did not contribute to this month. These are covered by the church check. Me and my boyfriend split church duties for sound services. So we put those immediately into the groceries and household envelope, and thereby we're both contributing to it. But if I have a very high income month, I might toss something in there depending on what those envelopes look like and what my income looks like. But I did not add to it this month. Finally, debt. The $120 is my minimum payments that splits off to all 5 loans. I wanted to try to catch up from last month because January was pretty bad. I didn't really get to put much towards debt. So I was trying to catch up, and I decided I wanted to do $1,111 from my personal check. That's just the number I kind of came up with. I was throwing some stuff around, doing a little bit of math, and decided to catch up. And then after I factored in my side hustles, if we go back up here, $148.27. So if you add $148.27 to $1,111, you get $1,259.27. So that is what I put towards the current loan that I am working on, the current student loan. I have no more consumer debt. I'm down to just the student loans that I'm paying off. So definitely watch my upcoming debt snowball update because it is my 2-year anniversary of paying down debt, and I'm going to kind of go over all of the numbers between the last year and between the last 2 years. So definitely watch that. I think this was a pretty decent amount this month for February. All of this basically went towards that debt. So definitely give that a watch. I'm going to try to get that up in the next few days. But you know me, I'm really behind, as always. I will put the links up above to subscribe and another video that YouTube will suggest for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.